Hey friend, in this video we are continuing on through the fall vibrations with a fall inspired, I believe, sword fern, but it's so loose to the point that I'm not really sure if that's what it is anymore. But we're using reds and pinks and greens for a fun, vibrant fall fern. Super fun, vibrant fall fern. What? No. Super fun to use and very quick and easy. We just did a size 6 round brush with a couple of plops and voila, we got ourselves a fern. So if you're ready for this tutorial, let's dive in. Okay, so for this painting, we're gonna do a fern. I think it's a sword fern, not really sure. You can tell me in the comments, I'm pretty sure it's a sword fern. Green gold, size 6 round brush. This is the Heritage 4050 size 6 round. If you're new to my channel and you haven't checked out my other videos, then make sure you check out my free 40-page Complete Beginner's Guide to Watercolor ebook. It's 40 pages, like I said, and it's gonna have a link to all my supplies that I use and all the techniques and things. So I'm using my size 6 brush and just painting in the main spine or the stem of this fern. It got a little curly at the top. And we're just gonna find our way to center and thicken up that. And then I'm going to start roughly here and paint in these little stems and get kind of like ribs, smaller and smaller as we work our way up. Boom. It's off center, but it's okay. All right, so now I'm gonna grab green gold with some sap green. And this is just a quick, easy version of these ferns. You can obviously get way more detailed with them, but I'm just using a 35-degree handle hold with my brush, so pretty low to the paper, and just plopping and dragging. Really easy way to do these little leaves is just by using the shape that you already have with the brush you're using. Adding in some dark green, some lighter green, some really transparent green, green gold, sap green. Do dee do dee do da do dee do do da. In the same way I do. So you're basically just going to be doing this step the entire time. And mixing up your greens so that there's some movement happening. Lighter greens and darker greens next to each other. The shape isn't anything special or refined really, but the more you add, the more filled out it feels. Do 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 do. Yaddy da. And I'm gonna, as I start to scale all the way up, I'm gonna shift to like a burnt umber reddish color at the top. So it's going green to red gradient. So I added some pink to the tip of this one with my green gold. It's a very thinned out fern, so I would probably, once I'm done with these ones, go back in with more in between. And then you can do wet on dry if you want to, which is fun. Plop, 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 plop. Water it down. Plop, 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 plop. Grab a new green. Plop, 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 plop. Water it down. Plop, 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 plop. Drag, whatever. Boop, 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 boop. More yellow green. Actually, more dark green. Doody doot, doot, doot. Maybe some pink. And then grab yellow green. Not in the same way I do. Okay. And more ploppies. Lots of plopping. Lots of patience. Normally I would paint something like this over a few hours, but we don't have childcare for that long because we like to spend lots of time with our son. So our film days, we actually don't have tons of time to get everything done. So we have to be very strategic about what we're filming and things that we can tackle, because family life is very important to me. So I'm gonna plop in some more of this dark green. So we're using some wet and wet technique on these leaves while we're painting them. I'm gonna grab some pink. Then back to green. That's pretty. Do the same thing over here. Plop, 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 plop. Pink, primary red magenta is the color. Stop. Okay, couple here. Pink. Now I'm gonna grab some pyroli orange with the pink. Start with a little bit of green gold with the pink. On these, and then we'll get darker. I'm gonna drop in some more pink down in here too. Pink and pyroli. Then you could go back in between. Let's with a darker green. Sap green, cupric green, some Prussian blue, and some black and brown. We can go back on top of some of these stems. And just add some contrast to the left edge. And in between here. And you could leave it like this, or you could add more stems in between to fill out those gaps. And you just do the same thing, but I would wait for this to completely dry, and I would actually probably take some and overlap and make it kind of curly or wavy or something. And the more you add, the more pop it's gonna bring. So wait for it to dry if you're gonna add those in between plugging in, if you have a bunch of white space in between. So that can totally be done after, you know, you have this and it's looking sparse. Just wait for the leaves to dry and then you can add them in. But there you go, a little, I don't think it's a sword fern anymore or any type of fern, but it's a fun fallish, fernish vibe. It would feel even more fernish with the more leaves in between, but hopefully you had some fun. There you have it, folks. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you're having a wonderful day. I hope you enjoy these tutorials on this channel that Jan, say hello, Jan.
Hello, Jan.
Hello, Jan. And I filmed together. John is my husband and video guy, if you were not aware. Anyway, that's all on that note. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure, if you're new to watercolor, make sure you download the free 40-page ebook that we have, the Complete Beginner's Guide to Watercolor ebook. It's free. Did I say that? It's free, and it has every supply that I always use and all the main techniques of watercolor, color theory, composition. What more could you want? And it's free. Also, the Complete Beginner's Guide to Watercolor video on this channel will link to it. Very helpful resource. And my online course, Everyday Watercolor Companion course, is for you. And it's under $100. But if you're new to watercolor or you need like a good formal training on all the main techniques and tutorials that cover everything from animals to landscapes to florals to abstracts and, you know, loose stuff, then check it out. It's got it all in there and it's under $100. Did I say that? Okay, Everyday Watercolor Companion course. Thanks, as always, for watching these videos, for liking, for commenting, for sharing with your friends, starting paint parties and watching my tutorial videos or doing it on your own, whatever. Means the world to us. And as always, thank you for being here, and I'll see you in the next video.